we have the dual axis pull down here. The muscles that are going to primarily be targeted are the mid-range of your back here, your shoulders here, and then your biceps. Go ahead and take a seat. In doing so, you're going to adjust the seat right here until it comes down right onto your thighs there. You can grab the inside grips here, lean back a little less than that 45-degree angle, and then pull them in. Bring your elbows in, back up. And as you come up, you're going to breathe out, and as you come down, you're going to breathe in. We have the incline press here, the Smith machine style. So what it's going to do is primarily focus on your chest, preferably your upper chest. Also targeting is your secondary, your shoulders, and your triceps. As you start off, you're going to launch up, and as you come down, you're going to come down right to 90 degrees and go up. And as you're going up, you're going to exhale, and as you come down, you're going to inhale. We have the dual axis row here. The primary muscles in your back are going to be mid-range, your upper near your trapezius, and then right here is a small muscle that is going to target in your lats, and then also probably going to target your biceps. Go ahead and take a seat. You're going to adjust the seat so that way when it comes out, your arms are almost fully extended in a straight position. You're going to come in, bring them all the way back so your elbows come back a little past 90 degrees. And as you exhale, you're going to go out. As you inhale, you're going to come in. Okay, we have the rear deltoid machine here for reverse flies. So what it's primarily going to target is your upper back, your trapezius, and your rear deltoids. So what you're going to do is you're going to extend out, grabbing the inside grip, making sure that the bench is set properly where you're just above your chin's just above it, and you're going to extend out, coming back a little past a straight line, so you get that flexion in your deltoids. We have the pectoral fly here. The primary muscles that you're going to target are your chest and your front deltoids. So you're going to extend out, grabbing the bottom handles, keeping your elbows a little bent. You're going to come forward right to the center of your chest, extending the arms out. And as you come out, you're going to breathe out. And as you come in, you're going to breathe in. And that's it. We have the standing deltoid flies here. So the primary muscles that you're going to target are your upper back, your traps, and your rear deltoids. So you can go ahead and grab here, standing in a neutral position. You're going to come out, bringing your arms straight up, keeping them locked, and coming in. So as you go out, you're going to breathe out, and as you come in, you're going to breathe in. And that will be it. We have the hamstring isolated high row. Primary muscles are going to be targeted in your mid-back to your upper back, so your traps, and also as a secondary, your deltoids. You're going to go ahead and sit down, having the seat come right down onto your knees here. You're going to grab the inside right here, and as you bring into the motion, flexing it, you're going to breathe in, and as you come up, you're going to breathe out. And that will primarily target the midsection of your back. That will be it. We have the hamstring isolated row here. So your primary muscles are going to be your mid-range of your back and your upper back, and then your shoulders. So you're going to go ahead and take a seat, making sure the seat's adjusted so it's right at the middle of your chest. And you have 3 grips that you can choose from. Reverse, underneath, the inside, and then the upper portion. The reverse is going to target your middle of your back. The inside grip is for your secondary is going to target your biceps, and the upper grip for a secondary is going to target your shoulders. So go ahead and grab the reverse grip here. And as you go, you're going to bring them in, bring your elbows to a 45-degree angle, and as you come out, you're going to exhale, and as you come in, you're going to inhale. Okay, you have the seated calf raise here, so your primary muscle is going to be right into your calf. So you're going to go ahead and take a seat, making sure the bar right here is adjusted right down onto your thighs. And you're going to make sure that the balls of your feet are right at the back half of the machine. So as you lift up, there's a lever that you're going to pull out, allowing it to drop. Allowing your heels to drop down, and as you come up, you're going to extend them up. And then to get it locked back in the safe position, you're going to pull the bar back and let it back down. And that is it. Okay, we have the incline leg press here. So your primary muscles are going to be your quads and your hamstrings. and then your calves. So go ahead and take a seat. You can put your feet right in the middle here, shoulder width apart. And as you extend out, the handle's going to drop, allowing you to drop down all the way to a 45-degree angle and come back up, not locking your knees out, keeping them a little bent. And then when you want to get back in the locked position, you're going to pull the lever and allow it to drop down so you're in a safe position. And that's it. Okay. We have the 45-degree super seated leg press. So the primary muscles are going to be your quads, your hamstrings, and your calves. So go ahead and take a seat. You're going to put your feet up so the shoulder width apart right into the middle. As you extend up, the bars are going to drop, allowing you to drop down deep into a 45-degree angle, come back up, and then when you want to lock out into a safe position, you let go of the handles, pull them both up, dropping down, and it's going to lock itself out into a safe position. And that is it. We have the decline leg press. Primary muscles are going to be your quads, hamstrings, and your calves. You're going to put your feet shoulder width apart right in the middle. As they extend up, you're going to flip the handles out, allowing your legs to be able to come down to a 90-degree position. As you extend out, you're going to make sure you're not locking the knees so there's no damage done. And then hanging on to the handles, you're going to then flip them back in, bring it down into a safe position, locking out. And that is it. Okay, we have the T-bar here. Your primary muscles are going to be your mid to upper back. And so your wide grip is going to target your shoulders secondary. Your inside grip is going to target your biceps. Go ahead and take a seat. You want to adjust it so that way the feet is right in the middle of your chest and your arms are extended out. So he's going to take the inside grip so that way he targets the middle of his back here and his biceps. As he comes up, he's going to breathe in, and as he comes out, he's going to exhale. And when he brings up his arms, he's going to bring them a little past 90 degrees, giving that pinch into his back. Go ahead and lock out, bring the bar to the safe position, and that is your workout. Okay, you have the assisted pull-up machine here and dip. So for pull-ups, your primary muscles are going to be your back, your secondary are going to be your shoulders, which are going to be the wide grip, and then your biceps are going to be the inside grip. And then for your dips, your primary muscle is going to be your triceps, your secondary muscle is going to be your chest. So you're going to go ahead, set in the weight to adjust it so that way whatever your body weight is, you're going to subtract that for what the weight is set. And as you come up, you're going to put your feet on it, lowering yourself down slowly, bringing your arms all the way straight out, and then you're going to come up, bring them into a lock position, a little past 90 degrees, slowly come down. As you bring the machine up into a safe position, you're going to step back, slowly letting it come back up. And then for dips, you're going to go ahead and grab the bars here, putting your knees right on the machine, dropping down so your elbows come down into a 90-degree position, and bringing them back up. Trying to keep the elbows tucked in so that way it's at a straight motion instead of flaring them out. As you bring it back up, you're going to step down so you bring the machine into a safe position, and then you're going to walk back out, and that will be your workout. We got your free weight barbell bench. Your primary muscles are going to be your chest. Your secondary muscles are going to be your triceps. You come back, keep your feet down on the ground. You're going to put your ring fingers right on the lines here, and always having a spot. You're going to get a lift off, coming straight overhead over your chest. And you're going to come down, keep bringing your elbows down to a 90-degree angle, extending up. And as you go up, you're going to exhale, and as you come down, you're going to inhale. And exhaling is going to give you your power. And when you go to lock out, you're going to bring the bar straight back. When you hear the touch, you're going to let it down. And anytime, you want to make sure that you always have the clips on, so that way if anything happens where you start to dip, plates don't then fall off and cause more of a serious injury or any complications. We have your free weight incline barbell bench press. So your primary muscles are going to be your upper chest. Your secondary muscles are going to be your triceps. Right back here. So you're going to come up, bringing feet right up to the position right up here. When you come back, you're going to bring your ring fingers, putting them right on the lines here. And always make sure you have a spot and the clips right on. for safety reasons when you have weights on it. So you're going to come up, bring the bar straight over the center of your chest, coming down to a 90-degree angle with your elbows, extending up. As you extend up, you want to make sure you exhale, and as you come down, you want to make sure you inhale. Exhaling is going to give you all your power coming out. And when you're coming up to the lock position, you're going to bring it straight back until you hear it hit the bar, and then you drop it down to the safe position. And that's your workout. We have the hammer strength ground-based jammer. Your primary muscles are going to be your chest and your triceps. So when you're going to do this, you're going to come back, keeping one foot in front of the other, and as you explode forward, you're going to lift off the back of your heel, then drop back, shifting your body weight back, and explode forward again. And as you explode forward, you're going to exhale out, and as you come down, you're going to exhale in. And then you're going to bring the machine back down to the safe lock position, and that will be your workout. We have the 0-degree chest machine here. So what it's going to do is it's going to primarily focus on the middle of your chest and the lower of your chest. It's going to really isolate your chest and what's going to give it its definition. Go ahead and lean back. You're going to put your elbows right under here, grabbing the pads with your hands. And as you do, you're going to bring your elbows together, bringing the pads together to the middle position, bringing them back down to a straight line, and then bringing them back out. As you bring them together, you're going to exhale out. As you bring them back down, you're going to inhale. And that will be your chest workout. You have your isolated shoulder press here. Your primary muscles are going to be your shoulder. Your secondary are going to be your chest and your triceps. You can go ahead and grab the handles, making sure your hands are at the same positions for each handle. And as you extend up, you're going to straighten out your arms. Then you're going to drop them down to a 90-degree position, and then coming back up. And then as you're completing the workout, you're going to drop down to the safe position. When you're doing this, as you extend up, you're going to exhale. As you drop down, you're going to inhale. We have the plate-loaded incline press here. So what you're going to do is you're going to primarily focus on your chest, and your secondary muscles are going to be your shoulders and your triceps. You're going to go ahead and grab the handles, making sure your hands are at the same position. And as you come up, you're going to extend your hands straight up, almost trying to pinch your chest together. And as you drop back down, you're going to make sure your elbows are coming only to a 90-degree position, so you're in a safe position. And as you come up, you're going to exhale, and as you drop down, you're going to inhale. And bringing the machine down into the lock position. And that's your chest workout. Alright, we have the hammer strength bicep curl. The primary muscles are going to be your biceps. You want to make sure that the seat's adjusted so that way you're leaned over it. You're going to have your elbows right towards the bottom of the machine. You grab the outside grips, it's going to focus on your entire bicep. If you grab the very inside of the grips, it's going to work on the peak of your bicep. So as you come up, you're going to exhale, and as you drop down, you're going to inhale. And you're going to come up so that way your arms are bent at your elbow, just a little past 90 degrees. Then you're going to drop down into the safe position. That's going to be your bicep workout. Okay, we have the Roman chair here. You have a couple of exercises that you can do. One, you can work your core and your obliques, and then the other is going to be your lower back with back extensions. Go ahead and get on. The position here, you're going to have back your leg right here. Going to go right up against the pad here, leaning over. You grab the weight, cross it over, and you're going to drop down and coming up and extending a little past, so that way you get the pinch motion in your back to work your lower back. And then afterwards, he's going to then turn around so that way he can target his core and his obliques. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to have this part of your feet go in the padding here. You're going to lean back so that way you can do crunch motion. And then to target your obliques right along the side, you're going to put the weight on the side, taking it from side to side, rotating as shown, and you're going to do it with multiple weights so that way you can target it and you're going to go back and forth. And that is the Roman chair. Okay, we have the counterweight abductor here. So what it's going to do is, for when the weight is on this portion here, it's going to be for your lower abs. When the weight is on the portion back here, it's going to be upper abs. If you put weight on both of them, it's going to balance out to be 0, and you're actually not going to be doing anything productive. So go ahead and play seated. as said before, he's going to bring his feet up here, put the weight here to target his lower abs. He's going to grab the back of the handles, making a crunch motion in, not necessarily pulling with his legs and his feet, but pulling with his core. Then to target his upper abs, he's going to take the weight off, put it back here, the knob here, and now it's going to target your upper abs. Still doing the same exact motion, just since the weight is distributed differently, that's where your abs are going to be targeted differently. Okay, we have the Abench Pro here. So what it's going to do is it's going to target your upper abs here, and you're going to adjust it for the weight that you want to do right here. What you're going to do is you're going to place your heel on the back pegs and your toes around the front pegs, and you can grab either the handles here or the handles back here. And as you're doing this, you don't want to be pushing with your hands or pulling with your hands. You want to be crunching with your abs and using your stomach to really do the ab motion and not your arms. Okay, we have the ab crunch machine here. So what you're going to do, first you're going to adjust the weight to what you want. The pulley system here. He's going to get on. What it's going to do is, since it's got both for the feet and the upper part, he's going to target his entire abs. And in one motion, he's going to crunch together, really bringing that core down and crunching it together so that way he's targeting it. And he's not using his legs or his arms to really do the crunching motion or his stomach. And that is the ab crunch machine. Okay, what we have here is the standing calf raise. What it's going to do is target your calves, and now this is going to target one muscle in your calves, and the seated leg rise is going to target the other muscle in your calves. What you're going to do, you're going to load up both sides of here with a weight. You're going to put the balls of your toes down on this plate right here. You're going to drop the heels down and explosive thing exploding up onto your toes. So that way you really get the flexion into your calves. Okay, we have the seated hamstring curl here. So it's going to target the back of your legs, your hamstrings here. So go ahead and get seated. So what you're going to do is you're going to select your weight right here. And to get this to drop down so your feet are comfortable, you're going to push these levers forward, moving the leg or the arm here down. You're going to let go of them. Then you're going to crunch down a little past 90 degrees, letting it up, not locking out the knees, so that way that there's no damage to them. And then when you're done, you're going to take the levers, push them forward, allowing this to stay down so you can get your legs out, and then slowly let it back down to the safe position. That's your hamstring curl. We have the prone leg curl here. So what you're going to do is you're going to target your hamstrings, so the back of your legs, and your glutes, right up here. So what he's going to do is he's going to lie down, grabbing the handles in the back there. He's going to select his weight over here, pin. In doing so, he's going to drop back, making sure the pad is right on the back of his ankle here. And he's going to come up, going a little past 90, dropping it back down safely, straightening out. And then when he's all done, he's going to lower it down safely, come on off, and that's your prone leg curl. Okay, we have the leg extension machine here. What you're going to do, you're going to select your weight here, and what it's going to do is target your quads. So he's going to go ahead and take a seat, wrapping his feet around the pad here, grabbing the handles, and he's going to extend up, almost straightening out, lowering it back down, and when he's doing so, he wants to explode. That way it really targets your quads. You're going to breathe out on the way up, and breathe in on the way down. And that's your leg. Okay, with a standing one-legged curl here, it's going to target your hamstrings and your glutes. What he's going to do is he's going to lean over, grabbing the handles, putting the pad right on the back of his ankle. He's going to select the weight, the pulley system right here. When he comes to, he's going to lean against the pad, making sure that this is adjusted onto his ankle. He's going to extend up a little past 90 degrees, lower down slowly, so that way he gets a good flexion in his hamstring. And that is your standing one-legged curl. Okay, we have another Roman chair here. It's a little more advanced, so that way you can do hamstring drops. So what it's going to do is target your hamstrings and your glutes. Fortunately, my partner here can't quite do this, so he's going to help me out. So you're going to adjust the machine so that way you're far enough forward so your knees on the top of the pads here. You're going to stand straight as a board, but only bending at the knees and not the hips. And letting the hips drop forward. So my partner here is going to spot me, so that way if I need a little push up, he can give me that assistance. You're going to cross, come straight down until you can't go any further, and pull yourself back up. And if you need to, the partner will then assist you on the up if you can't do it on your own. That's the Roman chair. Okay, we have the Circuit Master leg press machine here. So this will be your beginner's leg workout. So you're going to start by selecting your weight with the pin here, selecting it in. He's going to come here and he's going to push off with his legs. And what he's going to do is he's going to target his calves, his quads, and his hamstrings. And what he's going to do is when he comes back, he's going to make sure that he's not going past straight, so that way you don't lock your knees. And he's going to come a little past 90 degrees so he gets full motion in his legs. And as you're going back, you're going to exhale, and as you come in, you're going to inhale. And that is your leg press. Here we have the Circuit Master shoulder press. So what you're going to do is you're going to target your shoulders here with the outside grip. You're going to target your chest and your triceps with the inside grip. So when he launches up, lifting off, he's going to come down and make sure that way he's coming right to 90 degrees, not coming past, so that he avoids any danger in his shoulders. And he's going to extend up, breathing out, and when he comes down, he's going to breathe in. And then lower down, switch to the inside grip. Same thing, he's going to launch up, making sure the elbows are tucked in, so that way he really works his triceps and his chest. And that is your shoulder press. Okay, we have our Circuit Master arm curl. So what it's going to do is it's going to target your biceps here. And when using this, you're going to want to make sure that your elbows are right at the bottom, right here. When you're grabbing the handles, you're going to come up, making sure you come full motion, so that way you really get the flexion in your bicep. Coming almost all the way down, so you just before straightening out your arms, so you don't lock them out. And that is your Bicep Pro. Your Circuit Master lat pull down. So your primary muscles are going to be in your back. This bar and this bar here are going to target your lats here. And this grip here is going to target your upper to lower back. So what he's going to do is he's going to come seated. And he's going to grab the outside portion of the bar, so that way he can target the lats. He's going to slightly lean back, somewhat at a 45-degree angle. When he comes down, he's going to be tucking the elbows into the ribs. And as he does so, he's going to breathe on the way down, and he's going to inhale on the way up. And that's your lat pull down. Okay, here we have the rope extension. So what it's going to do is target your triceps, otherwise known as a tricep extension. What you can do is you can use the straight bar here, so your front grip, to get that outside portion of the hinge, or the horseshoe of your tricep. You can also use the reverse grip, come down, so that it gets the inside portion of your tricep. And then this is going to target the whole horseshoe of your tricep. So he's going to come here, grab the bottom of the handles here. He's going to make sure that the elbows come down, staying tucked in, and only bending at the elbows, not allowing the arms to come up. So that way he gets the full extension in his tricep. And what he's going to do is, in the motion of doing that, he's going to rotate out with his wrist. So that way it really targets the entire part of your tricep. And that is the rope extension. Okay, here we have the cable crossover, otherwise known as cable flies. So what he's going to do is he's going to start up with the upper flies, so that way it targets the upper portion of your chest. And as you lower the bar or the handle down, if you lower it to halfway, it's going to target the middle of your chest. And if you lower it to the bottom, it's going to target the bottom of your chest. We'll show each exercise as we go. So what he's going to do is he's going to walk out a little bit, leaning forward in a neutral position. He's going to take his arms, bring them down, and at the very last minute he's going to rotate in, so that way he gets a really good flex in his chest. And then we're going to stop for a second, lower on down, mid portion. Now what he's going to do, he's going to walk forward a little bit, in the same motion, he's going to come straight out, straight together, so that way he's targeting the middle of his chest. And afterwards he's going to lower on down. he's going to do a low cable fly. So what he's going to do is he's going to take his arms, bringing them up, bringing his palms together, rotate it in, so that way he targets the lower portion of his chest. And in all these exercises, when you're coming up or down, you're going to exhale, and as you come back with your arms, that's when you're going to inhale. And that is your flies. Here we have the tricep press. So what you're going to do is you're going to target for primary muscle, your triceps here. And he's going to take the grip here. He's going to make sure his elbows are tucked in, not bending anywhere else but at the elbow. And he's going to lower down. And as he comes up, he's going to make sure his arms don't move at all, so that way the elbow is locked in that position. And as he comes up, he's going to inhale. And as he goes down, he's going to exhale. He's going to go right, bring it up to a little past 90, so that way he gets the full extension of his tricep. That's your tricep press. Okay, here we have the little cable row. So what it's going to do is it's going to target your back for your primary muscle, and for your secondary muscle, it's going to target your shoulders, otherwise known as your rear deltoids here. So what you're going to do is you're going to have either the close grip here, or you're going to use the wide grip. It's depending on which grip you're going to use, it's going to target a different portion of your back. The close grip is going to target more of the inner portion of the back. The wide grip is going to target the outer portion of your back. So when he comes here, he's going to put his feet up on here. When he goes to grab the bar, he's going to, instead of pulling with his arms, he's going to straighten out with his legs, coming back. He's going to lean back just a slight bit, straighten out the back, bringing the shoulders together. And as he pulls through, he's going to try to get the shoulder blades to pinch together as if he's trying to put a pencil between them. And then as he's coming together, he's going to exhale. As he's extending out, he's going to inhale. And this way, it also targets your arms a little bit. And when he comes to the neutral position, he's going to let his legs slide up, and then slowly lowering the weight down, so that way you don't hurt your back. That's your low cable row. Here we have the rock wall. So what it's going to do is it's going to target pretty much your entire body. Your primary muscles are going to be in your back, your legs, and your arms. So, and then also it's going to be a great cardio workout. It's a good way to be able to burn fat and build muscle at the same time. To be able to track your progress, there's a little button over here that will tell you your calories, your distance, and the time you spent. And then over here, this little lever controls the resistance. So this will control the speed of at the rate that the wall is moving. And right here, you're going to want to make sure this is clipped in. Put the belt on for safety, because if you were to fall off, this way it will catch you from avoiding falling into any machines. And then over here, we got a little wheel that allows you to adjust the direction of the wall. So you can either put it back to make it more difficult, or increase the incline to make it more easier. My partner here, he's going to start going, and as you go, you're going to want to make sure that your legs are moving faster than your arms, so that way you can get up above the wall, so that way it doesn't move quite as fast. And as you see here, I'm going to slowly lower the lever down, and it's going to increase the speed. As he gets his legs moving, he gets to be able to get up there higher, to stay along on the wall. Now I'm going to slow it down, so that way you can see the adjustment of the wall. And that is your rock wall. Okay, here we got a rehab machine for your knee. So the purpose here is the weight that's selected over here. You want to keep it in this solid color over here. You got a distortion up here and a distortion lower on to the bottom of it. And as you keep it in the center, it's going to keep the motion going with your legs and the motion you need or your knee to strengthen it up. If you get it going too much, it's not going to help. But if you don't get it up enough, it's not really going to do anything for your knee. You want to try to focus on keeping it right in the middle, so that way it affects the workout. And that is your rehab machine. Here we have the Versa Climber. So what it's going to do is it's going to target your legs and your upper body, dominantly your arms. What you're going to do is you're going to slip his feet right into the footholes there, grabbing on to the arms slots. He's going to start pumping with his arms and pumping with his legs. Keep getting it going. It's going to be a great cardio workout. At the same time, burning a full body portion of fat, so that way Well, on your cardio days, you can still get your upper body and just your lower body, and that is going to be your versa climber. Here we have the climbing system, so it's going to predominantly target your calves, and then for your secondary muscles, it's going to target your hamstrings and your quads. So what he's going to do, he's going to come on up, and when doing so, you want to make sure that the whole time you got your legs pumping at a good rate, so that way you're allowed to keep climbing, and you don't get yourself maxed out at the top or drop down too far that you can't climb back up. If that were to happen where you drop down too far, then you got to definitely get your legs going faster. I prefer to do this on my tiptoes, so that way I feel it more in my hamstrings, my quads, and my calves. When I'm flat-footed, I don't necessarily feel it as much, but that's where you can go for a longer distance. You might not be able to go as long if you're on your tiptoes. That's your climbing system.